No, and clearly Mark has a very
Yes, it's a very simple recipe, and it actually is on my website right now on Living Clean and Dirty. So you combine shea butter, cornstarch, or arrowroot. Now, the problem with that is cornstarch can be filled with GMOs. So you have to make sure it's GMO free. Now, to do that, it gets to be a little more expensive. So if you want, go arrowroot because it's cheaper and it's made better. You don't have to worry about GMOs. You can add fragrance. I haven't yet, but I'm planning on adding lavender to it. You can add a scent, but I never do. You can add baking soda. However, I had a terrible rash from it. Terrible. It's very common. So I tried minimizing the baking soda. I still had a rash, so I took that part out. And that's it. It's simple, it's easy. Oh, and coconut oil. Coconut oil. So it's simple, it's easy. It's on my website. You can mix up a batch. And again, if you want to use it, it's www.livingcleananddirty.com. You could put it in the fridge, but warn everyone in your family it's in there.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that information. So why don't you tell our listeners, what is the most shocking thing you experienced when researching a holistic way?
That one was really easy because everybody complains it's going to be so expensive. It's so much money. Oh my gosh, how am I going to do it? Buying organic. And it turns out that the most shocking thing I found is it's cheaper and you can save money, and nowadays it's completely easy. So I can mention something like arrowroot powder, and then you can go into Stop and Shop or any supermarket and be able to buy it. Everything's accessible, and the fact is, think of how much money you spend in deodorant, and if you make a batch yourself, it is so much cheaper. So it's incredibly easy and cheap, and that surprised me the most.
I love that. Now, why don't you tell our listeners, for those of us that want to live clean, how did you start living clean?
So I started by accident. I was never like this. My parents didn't go to Woodstock. We weren't tree huggers. I was not at all like this. I didn't care what I threw out. So I started this when my daughter was an infant, and I started looking at what was in baby food, and I was horrified, so I started making my own. I believe this is a work in progress. It's taken me 10 years. So I think, and I write about this on my website, I write for the beginners and I write for the intermediate people and the experienced people. You take baby steps and you incorporate it as part of your life, and that way it doesn't feel anything different. So maybe tomorrow you go out and buy shampoo that doesn't have toxins and it doesn't have SLS, and you start there. Or maybe you decide to buy 1 or 2 produce that's organic. It's definitely a work in progress. You take baby steps, you educate yourself. I put a lot of information on my website. You can do the research yourself and find things. There's a lot of information out there. You really just take it one step at a time. If you're going to wake up one day and throw everything away and say, I'm going to be eco-friendly, it's not going to work. I find that the best way is to just incorporate it and make it a part of your life.
Really great information. And finally, which I know this is going to be a very funny answer, Ellen, what is your favorite meal?
Well, as you go on my website, you can see that I am a lover of wine. So I must say that I have often made a meal out of an entire bottle of organic wine.
Well, I can't say I blame you, and if we could add some pizza, I'd be right there with you. Ellen, I want to thank you for being my guest. And for more information, you can contact Ellen at livingcleananddirty.com. Anything else? Any more contact information?
N-or-A-N-D. A-N-D.
Livingcleananddirty.com. Thanks so much, Ellen.
Thank you.